Sean Myrie. Please subscribe, like, and comment, people. This episode, to be continued, the No Jumper saga. Adam 22, Big U, Loose Cannon, Whack 100, Brick, Baby, and more. Brother Lovejoy. Yo, it is continuing. This is actually now a big part, content in the podcast arena or the streaming arena. People are, like watching this story and it's continuing, including me myself. Um, Operation Drawdown, that is what the FBI or the feds called that whole situation when they arrested Big U, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, and some Rolling 60s. That's what Operation Drawdown uh, is, right? And now they're go moving forward. You're hearing about Big U. He has no confidence in his team, his legal team, so he's willing to represent himself. That's what he's going to be doing, representing himself in court against the system himself. So he doesn't have any confidence in a team to represent him. He's going to do it himself. So he's doing that. Brick Baby's case, we don't really hear anything too much about that, but he's locked up. Loose Cannon, we don't hear too much. We're hearing about certain things, but we're not hearing about the other individuals' cases as much as Big U. But Operation Drawdown, before it happened, I think it was the day before, Loose Cannon's house got raided, right? It got raided. I was like, I wasn't following this whole story all the time, but when I seen that, right, and he was on social media even more before that, it's like they were watching because even with the whole thing with the no jumper, with Brick Baby and Loose Cannon on, that made more of a spotlight because it went viral because of Brick Baby with the piece what he had showing, he was trying to show on the show. Then you got Whack 100, the instigator, always talking, always kind of the troublemaker, some people would say. People call him a fed, call him a rat, but he doesn't care, right? He's claiming he's bringing facts, he's bringing paperwork out, he's exposing people, he's an exposer. And then you got Adam 22 who's feeding into this whole thing. You got Adam 22 who has his platform amplified Whack 100, and he talk about all these guys. And this guy 600, I don't know who he really is, but he's kind of funny to me. I'm hearing he's a boxer, but he's always talking on social media. This guy 600, he's cool with Whack. I mean, yeah, he's called 600, and he's cool with Whack 100. It's like all these characters are out there. Brick Baby, he's been a host with Adam 22 for a good while, right? So I seen what he's been doing and Whack too, right? Um, it's just the platform has pushed an agenda of street politics to us, but also the feds and law enforcement, right? So they got attracted to a lot of these stories through social media. They even put it out there, podcast. So all these individuals going on social media highlighted certain things, right? So Big U's whole operation, the check-in system, it's gonna be in the spotlight. Who did you check in? What were you? Wasn't that extortion? He actually had a podcast called The Check-In. He claimed that he cleaned up. He does charity for the community, football teams and stuff. He's a family man now. But the FBI doesn't see it that way. They're calling you a career criminal, running an organization like a mafia. They're giving you RICO charges. They're bringing up people are bringing up stories of celebrity extortion. So Big U, it doesn't look too good. And with the loose cannon thing, I think it's because loose cannon was on No Jumper and he was bringing up Big U's name. So as long as you bring up someone's name, they're gonna watch you. They're gonna try to associate with you with them, even if you feel you're not associated. As long as you say their name and you talk about the politics, they're gonna put everybody together. That's why they call it Operation Drawdown. They draw down all the individuals they wanted, what they saw on the social media. People we know. There's people they had taken we don't know about. There's a whole bunch they took down when they done the drawdown. Released some, but they still have some individuals we all don't know about. We only know about Loose Cannon, Big U, who else? Brick Baby. Is that it? Yeah, them three. That's all we know about. We only know about Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, right? And Big U in this whole thing with this indictment. But there's other people they're not talking about. Who are those individuals, right? So it's really bad for like Brick Baby and Loose Cannon to be associated with this whole case, even though they have their individual cases, but to be associated with Big U because they are associating no matter what, they're putting everybody in one. They're just doing that. That's the system, what they're doing. So now this whole controversy has made No Jumper very popular. Even it was popular already, but more popular. No Jumper is like the street was news. And Adam doesn't care. He's continuing with it, not even cautious. This man loves this attention. He feeds off of the attention. You could see it in him. He even mentioned the FBI visit, making a visit to him. Imagine, he's mentioned that the FBI made a visit to him and asked him about an episode, right? Where I think it's the one where Loose Cannon's talking about his communication with Nipsey and Big U. So that's the one they want. They want that, but they probably want more, right? So ever s- that made a lot of controversy, right? For No Jumper, even more. And No Jumper is like the place for this whole story and more stories too, because Whack 100 is getting in all types of stuff. He's the biggest character probably in this whole thing. Like people are talking about him and other people beefing, right? He's doing his campaign on other platforms. He just done a podcast with Charleston White, another hip hop police. We call Charleston White a hip hop police. Whack 100 was talking with him, debating and stuff just recently, right? I think it's the Danza Project podcast. Charleston White and Whack 100 talking. Now, people are accusing Whack 100 of threatening Aaron the Plumber. This guy named Aaron the Plumber. I think this guy's a social media guy. Like, this is getting crazy. This is like a soap. Aaron the Plumber fighting with a social media guy like Whack 100. His name is always relevant in the social media. He's really playing the game, right? It's just how is he playing it? Because for a long time he's been talking and he's good. So let's see. People are saying he's gonna get arrested and shit. I don't know. Where's the paperwork, as they would say? Where's the paperwork for Whack 100's arrest? Right? And for what? What? Threatening? So everybody's sensitive now. I'm just saying because people been talking reckless on No Jumper for years, reckless about each other, and on social media, reckless. So can we take this threat seriously from Whack? Right? This whole thing's getting crazy, man. Brick Baby's locked up. You hear one, two stories from him, not too much. You hear him um, claiming that Loose Cannon is ratting. That's what he's trying to say, that Loose Cannon been ratting, but that's not facts. He could be the rat. Like you don't know who is talking. Big U could be the one who's talking. We don't know who's talking because you're in a situation where it's really hard to fight a RICO case. That's really hard to fight. No one has beaten a RICO. Puff Daddy's in a RICO right now, right? They're handing out RICOs like candy right now. They're on to everybody. There was a RICO, I think, a hit in Atlanta recently. Correct me if I'm wrong. They just done another RICO hit on some people out there, right? So they're crazy, man. I'm hearing this guy named Hocus or something like that. I think he's from the East Coast, beefing with Whack 100, and Whack 100 is beefing with him or something like that. Like, how much characters does Whack 100 fight with? Think of it. He's fighting with a lot of people, yo. He's keeping relevant. He's really working, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. He's really working Whack 100. But people, please subscribe, like, and comment. Please subscribe, like, and comment the Down to Earth Network and share the content. But yeah, man, Adam 22 is like the puppet master. He's like laughing. Adam 22 is the puppet master and he is laughing, right? He's protected. He makes sure he got his insurance, man. And he's cool with academics. And academics also is going with the whole show, right? Him, Whack 100, and Am 22. Them three. Don't get it twisted. They know they got the influence. One, the two, and the three, right? And they mix it up. I hear Whack talking about certain things recently. He makes sure he has some insurance to protect himself. Just look up on his gram. He likes to talk, but he makes Whack make sure he protects himself in some type of way. This is crazy, man. Like the real story is going to be in court. That's what's going to be interesting. The real judgment will be in court. What happens to each case, because a RICO, like it or not, is serious, and people, no matter what, somebody's going to serve time. It's not anything you're going to be serving 5 months. Everybody's going to get something. It's just how much, right? Because they're looking to hit it hard, yo. They got Big U for like 20,000 wiretaps, man. That's a lot of wiretaps, and that's a lot of people. I hope people know when they say wiretaps, it's not just Big U. That's a lot of recordings, a lot of evidence. 20,000. So within those 20,000, all the people who's involved in, if they're involved in any of those 20,000 wiretaps, that's more arrests. Trust me. If they got that, that's more people they're looking at. Doesn't look good for Big U. That's why he wants to defend himself. Big U wants to defend himself because it doesn't look good for him. He doesn't want no one to speak for him. He's not confident in no one to speak for him. But yeah, it shall continue. These guys, yo, it's like a real life movie going on, yo. Whack 100, he keeps going. This guy, 600, I don't even know what does he do. Like I said, I heard he's a boxer, right? He calls himself Love something Christopher Lovejoy or some shit like that. But 600, I don't know what he does. I think he's trying to be like Whack 100. I think, right? And at least Whack, he mentions he's a manager. He does some type of business, right? But Brick Baby, he's just staying kind of quiet right now, for now. And Loose, he's always updating on the phone. You could check him out on his ladies page, Cursa, right? He's always updating people, but man, it's getting interesting. We shall continue, man. There's no jumper, Whack 100, craziness, what's going on with this indictment, rolling 60s, Big U, and there's all these other stories out there right now. So much. It's a big time for the content makers. You got Tory Lane's story. Whack 100 is even putting his mouth in that, right? He's talking about that he predicted certain things about the Tory Lane's uh, whole situation. He's talking about that whack right now. But people, please subscribe, like, and comment. Support the channel. D2E. Support it. Yeah, man. No jumper. It's entertainment. Can't lie. It's entertainment. Content online. People like this, like it or not. People are putting out their real life story is entertainment. Someone's real life is entertainment. That's what's bigger than any television show right now. The Diddy trial, the thing, the situation with Tory, this whole no jumper. The list goes on. There's so much content I can't even speak of. And I'm hearing about what's his name again? Academics getting arrested. I don't know if that was some promo type of shit, but getting arrested at his house. So even that, like, why is academics getting arrested? I haven't updated on that. That's crazy. He's whack 100's boy, right? So it's crazy. People, please subscribe, like, and comment. This is Sean Myrie of the D2E. Bless up.